Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today is super exciting because I will be sharing my first grade curriculum picks for the 2025-2026 school year. So my son is turning 6 in June this month. So he will be 6 going into his first grade year. We are definitely not doing almost any first grade work, like levels for first grade, I would say. So I'll talk about that as we go along and kind of why and just my thought process on that. But I don't really base their grade level on like what level they should be in their schoolwork. It's more so just where they're at personally, and the grade level is just how close they are to graduating from high school. So anyway, if you are new here, I'm a mom to 4 kids, ages 16, 8, almost 6, and 3. And we have been homeschooling my little ones, my 8-year-old and under. They have been homeschooling the entire time. My oldest is homeschooled as well. And I love it. I absolutely love homeschooling my kids. And so I'm really excited to share this with you guys. Now remember, things can change. If you are new here, if you're not new here, you know, things can change, but I will always be updating y'all as the year goes by. I feel like though I learned a lot this past school year, so I'm hoping things don't change too much. So reading is going to be a big thing in his first grade year. I really want to get him reading. So we are going to be doing Teach Your Child to Read in 100 easy lessons. So we have already started this a little bit, and I thought about doing this in the summertime. I still might, but we are really busy doing other things, like they're about to have a VBS camp, and we've been swimming, we've been going to the splash pad, we have some traveling to like see family, hanging out with friends, and so that's kind of what our summer is about. And so if we don't fit it in, that's fine. But okay, my camera was full again, the memory card, but anyway, so my guess is we will not start this until, or get back to this until the school year starts, but my plan is to start with this, and I don't know if we'll finish it necessarily. I just think this is something that's working for him. Every single lesson he's able to do, and he's able to progress. As opposed to the Good and the Beautiful level K, which is what we did start working on this year after we finished some of the pre-K stuff. We got to level 7 and we stopped because we could not get past the first booster card, and this says basically, where was it? Yeah, by level 8 you're supposed to be on booster card 3, and we couldn't even get past the first booster card. And so I was like, okay, this is not working. We need to like slow down, figure some things out. One other reason why I think it wasn't working is he does know his letters and his letter sounds, but I think he could get stronger in it. So one thing I will try to do this summer, but then we'll also be doing with during the school year with Teach Your Child to Read in 100 easy lessons, is just going over our flashcards again and really making sure. Right now I have the capital and lowercase letter together. I think I'm going to make some flashcards where I have just the lowercase letter. I did that with my 8-year-old. They were separate, and so he had to know like every letter, upper and lowercase, without the other one next to it. So I think we'll do that. I showed in my daughter's preschool video how we use a little buzzer to do that. So anyway, I think he doesn't love doing the flashcards. He feels like he's past them, and so I think he might be a little bit annoyed, but I'll do some games with it. There's tons of games you can do with flashcards, hide them around the house, hop on top of them, you know, fun things, swat them, fun things like that, just to practice that as well. And then I'm really hoping that as we get through this, it's pretty similar to the Good and the Beautiful booster cards in that you say like, you sound out, you blend the first 2 letters and then say the last letter like quickly. That's kind of what they're teaching you in Teach Your Child to Read in 100 easy lessons. It's just at the beginning much simpler than this. So I'm hoping that he will get to a point that's kind of like on level with this, and then we can just stop the Teach Your Child to Read in 100 easy lessons and continue on with the Good and the Beautiful kindergarten, and we will continue on with their main course book, which I really do. I've decided I really do like the Good and the Beautiful's course book. It is so pretty, and I love all the games. It's like a condensed version of All About Reading is what I've decided. And so I really do like this, and since there's only 120 lessons, I think there's room for us to just kind of start with this and then move on start with this and then move on into this. So that is my plan for his language arts and for his learning to read. We do have the little booster card books, which you guys might know I don't like the Good and the Beautiful literature, but you know, for the kid version or the kindergarten version, I'm fine with it. This is obviously a level K, so I would like to get him caught up, but my thinking is that we will spend his first grade year doing the Teach Your Child's Root and 100 User lessons and the kindergarten level of the Good and the Beautiful, and then his second grade year, I'm thinking we will do like the first grade level and the second grade level, like kind of speed it up and combine those. And even if we don't totally finish the second grade level, then we'll go on, you know, third grade, he could be doing the second and the third grade level. And I think eventually we will catch up, because the hardest part is kind of getting started with the reading. And then, you know, they're doing pretty good. So I did not do the kinder prep. I did the preschool. I didn't even complete the preschool of the Good and the Beautiful. So that was my mistake with him, I think, honestly, is that I rushed it too much. We were moving with him. My oldest had like a health crisis, and then we were moving. So we had two kind of crazy things happen during his like preschool age time, and we still did school, but it was definitely interrupted. So the beautiful thing about homeschool is you can just pick up the pieces and keep going and keep trying, and he's been playing and being creative and being with his siblings, and so much else has gone on throughout those years that has been positive, and he will get this. So it just takes time, and he's also my more I was gonna say difficult, just more headstrong child. He's my most headstrong child, and I knew he was gonna be more difficult to teach, which I think kind of made me apprehensive. Like I waited until he was older for his maturity, and I think that's a part of this stuff too. It's not that he's behind mentally necessarily. He's very smart. It's just he's kind of less mature, whereas my older son he did the kindergarten level of the Good and the Beautiful in kindergarten just fine. But he's much more mature, much more of an old soul, and much more like determined, like, all right, lock in, Henry, you got this, is like what he'll tell himself. Whereas Jack is literally scratching out like words saying, okay, I'll read these, but I'm not going to read those. So it's just when you have a different personality, and the beautiful thing of homeschooling is I can learn his personality and I can work with him and we'll figure it out. And I love spending this one-on-one time with my kids doing their school. I really enjoy that. A lot of wonderful memories from that. So we're going to keep pushing through, and I think this is a really good game plan. Oh, and then I also have for his language arts, I have Explode the Code level 1. We did like a couple pages in this, like 2 pages in this, but that's it. Like I said, so my 8-year-old, he did this Explode the Code in kindergarten. And it was kind of like a little independent work for him, and it was really great. For my sweet Jack, he's a little bit different, and it just wasn't really working as independent work for him this kindergarten year. But I'm hoping in first grade he will be more ready to do this. It's just, I mean, it doesn't take them that long. They just do like a page, but it's just a quick little thing that they can do on their own to get them used to that, and it's good practice for them. So I really do like Explode the Code. So I'm going to try to incorporate this again this year. As for handwriting, he did Handwriting Without Tears, and that was great. I really like Handwriting Without Tears, but handwriting we tend to finish like halfway through the year, like really early. I don't know when we finished it, but early. And so I had actually the level K handwriting from the Good and the Beautiful, so he just started that, and we still have like half of the book left. So I'm just going to have him continue this because it's something that we already own, so I don't have to spend any more money. And if we finish this, then I might get the next level of Handwriting Without Tears, because I really liked that. My 8-year-old has done he did the handwriting without tears, and we switched to the good and the beautiful handwriting. So that's what he's still doing, but I kind of like handwriting without tears more, so probably we'll switch back to that. I don't know, we'll see, but we have this, and so we're gonna start the year using this. We're gonna start with Simply Good and the Beautiful Math K. He did do, like, he shouldn't be behind in math because, you know, we did it all throughout the year, but I just switched. So we did Math with Confidence K like halfway through the year, and then a little bit more than halfway through the year, and then I switched to the Good and the Beautiful Math K. I just was feeling like I liked it more. So we will finish this before we move on because we have it and it's a good, I really like the Good and the Beautiful Math K. It's a really enjoyable year of math. So we will finish that. And then I do have mathematical reasoning for him for grade K that we didn't do really. Did we even start this? Yeah, we did a little bit. Like, there's a lot of like tracing numbers and stuff. So this might be something that I just pull out for him to do every once in a while. I might rip out the pages and have it in his folder. So I don't have his folder next to me, do I? I'll just grab my daughter's. So I have my daughter's folder right here. And I talked about this in her video, but I'm going to put certain things that are like loose paper that I might forget about in the sleeves of the folder. So what I'm thinking with to remind myself to try and use this is put it in his folder. And if we're doing morning time and he needs something to keep him busy, okay, bring me the scissors. Or if we are doing, sorry, that's my daughter. Or if like I'm working with another kid and I just need him to do something for a minute, I can just pull this out as something to do. But the main curriculum that I have decided, and unfortunately it has been back ordered, so I don't have it physically here to show you guys. I have been like waiting to make these videos so I can physically hold the curriculum for y'all, and then it got back ordered and I was like, forget it. So I am going to switch back to Math with Confidence Level 1. So we will do the Good and the Beautiful Math for a while. We may complete it, or I may just say, you know what, you're ready. Let's move on to Math with Confidence Level 1. But I think the reason I was not liking Math with Confidence in kindergarten, one reason was just I wasn't organized enough. But I am spending this entire summer, like this room is in disarray right now because I'm spending this entire summer getting this room ready. I have a special math box for Math with Confidence, and I'm just gonna really lean into Math with Confidence. I love the Good and the Beautiful Level K for math, and so I still think I might use that with my kids, even if I'm also using Math with Confidence with them. But yeah, I'm ready to switch back to Math with Confidence. So we will do this and then switch to Math with Confidence Level 1, which is coming in the mail. So I will show that to you guys probably in a curriculum unboxing video. You guys will get to see the physical book. But I think that's it for math. Got scissors? Okay. Careful. Careful, don't cut yourself.
Right here.
Oh, baby, be careful.
I cut gum. Oh, gum. I cut.
And then I talked about this in my daughter's video for her pre-K year, but I am going to do something with my kids this year where I have it's like mommy and me reading time, where I spend specific times reading with them. I will do a group subjects video. We're going to be doing classical conversations this year, most likely. So I'll do a whole video talking about our group subjects and talking about that. But I want to have some individual reading time with each of my kids. It's a beautiful memory I have. I used to read a ton to my 8-year-old one-on-one when he was little, and just life got crazy and busy as more kids came and everything. But I know I will regret that. I feel like Sarah Mackenzie talks about this from, she wrote the book Read Aloud Revival, or no, that's her podcast, and she wrote a book, I don't know, but anyway, she talks about how like once your kids are gone and graduated and adults, what do you want them to say about their schooling time? Or what do you want them to remember? And so something I want them to remember is me reading to them, and not just as a group, because honestly that can be quite chaotic. I do that during breakfast or when they have little manipulatives to play with or whatever, but it just still can get crazy and there can be fighting, and people like they fight to sit in my lap. Even the 8-year-old, like they all want to sit in my lap. And so I want to take each one, even my 8-year-old, but right now I'm talking about my almost 6-year-old, my going in first grader. I want to take him in my lap. And I don't want to just read any books. I want to be intentional. So I talked about this in my daughter's video, but I got The Curious Kinder by Rachel from 7 and All. I think it's Where'd You Learn That is her company curriculum's name. I got that at the beginning of the last school year. Didn't use it that much, but I really, really like it and want to use it. So one way I'm going to incorporate it this school year is her book list. So I bought like every single book on her book list. So I will be doing a haul of like all the books and everything I've gotten soon, but I'll just show you a few. And there are certain books, it's funny, that I noticed from The Curious Kinder that I would prefer to read like with my first grader or my third grader. And there are certain ones I prefer to read with my preschooler, like the Elephant and Peggy books. I still think my first grader, even my 8-year-old, would find these funny because he loves Mo Willems, but my 8-year-old loves the pigeon books, so they're super funny. But I'll definitely read these to him, but these are more like my preschool daughter absolutely loves those. But for him, I feel like he's ready for a little bit more complex picture books. Like, I love these, so I got all of these. What Do You Do with a Problem? I have over here actually, What Do You Do with an Idea? So I did buy a lot of these books on Thrift Books, in case you're wondering. Okay, so in case you're wondering like how I could afford to buy all these books, I did buy a lot of them on Thrift Books. That one was from Target, which by the way, I'm turning my cleaning channel into a reading channel. So if you like books and reading, Target made me think of that because I bought this book. I'm actually reading this series right now, and I'm making a video about it, the ACOTAR infamous hyped up series. I'm making a video about it for my new reading book channel. I'm changing my channel name from Madison Hopper Cleaning to Madison Hopper Reading. I know, I'm so creative, but anyway, so go subscribe to that channel if you like reading too, or if you just want to like hear about books and see old mom read this like hyped up fantasy romance book series. But anyway, so as I was saying, I love these, like What to Do with an Idea, What to Do with a Problem. I feel like these are great books for him, and as we are reading these one-on-one, I feel like we'll really be able to talk about them. She also recommends all of the over and under books. I think these are really cute. So see, this one is used right here, but like I could care less. From Thrift Books. Still works just fine. So Over and Under the Canyon is this one, which I think is so cool. And so these are great. Like I read like Over and Under the Ocean like a couple times to my kids during morning time, and it's fun to read during morning time, but I feel like these pictures are so intricate, and I feel like a child in your lap, being able to look at them just one-on-one with you and talk about them and everything, it's a little bit different experience when it's just one child versus this one is very like so different than the ocean one because it's very like different colors and stuff, but really cool. So I just think these types of books will be really good for reading one-on-one. This is another one on her list. The True Story of, I'm going to say that wrong, Jajab Payang, The Boy Who Grew a Forest. So this is like a true story. I love books that are like picture books that are true stories or about like a real person, like a biography or something. I think is really cool. So I'm excited to read this with him. Like one book that we have read many times and is our favorite. Oh, is it not over here? Oh, it's not. It's over by my morning time stuff. But it's a chess book. It's like The Queen of Chess, I think it's called. I really should know her name. But it's about an actual woman that became like a really famous chess player. And I love that it's a girl because I feel like my boys, my kids play chess, and I feel like they think of it as like a boy thing, even though there are some girls at chess club, not a ton. But their little sister, even though she's only 4, oh, I forgot to mention that in her video for her extracurriculars, she will be doing chess club for the first time. You can start at 4, just you start learning like the names of the pieces and how they move. It's very like chill, but something I love about chess. From 4 to 99 can play chess. But anyway, so we love that book. They read that. They want me to read that to them all the time about like how she got started in chess and how she got so good at it and everything. So anyway, that will be his special one-on-one time. I'll probably read some Sunlight books as well because I do have a lot of sunlight books. So I'm gonna get all of my books, like right now everything's just all over the place and crazy, but I'm gonna get all my books really organized in our cube organizer over here, because I wanted to have this special reading time, but I wanted like a really good library, like a home library of books for my kids. When we go to the regular library, it's not great, honestly. I feel like the kids pick like the worst books, and it just, I don't know. I mean, it just, I don't, every time I'm like, okay, we're gonna be library people, and it doesn't work out. I'm a Barnes & Noble girl. What can I say? I'm a Barnes & Noble girl, a book section and Target girl. It's just who I am. So I feel like books are worth the investment. And I guess I'm also a thriftbooks.com girl. So anyway, those are some of the books, not all of them, but just a few books that I'm going to be reading to him. And then he will be reading, you know, those little books. And then I have a bunch of the Good and the Beautifuls, like special readers that go along with their curriculum that are really nice. And so I will use those for him as he starts to get more advanced in his reading. Is that everything? I do have Alpha from Matthew C, so I might use this a little bit throughout the year. This is another thing where, like, so I got these this year and was hoping to use them and just kind of forgot about them. And so I think what I will do is put them in his folder and for morning time, and or just for when I need him to do something extra and just to be practicing addition. I think that this is a great curriculum for that. I also have Beast Academy that was from it's in the other room, but it was from my older son. We didn't get to it this year, level 1. And I thought about using that with my incoming first grader, but I think like Beast Academy is better like going down a level. So like if he's in first grade, we would do a kindergarten level, but they don't have a kindergarten level. So I'm kind of thinking I'm going to save Beast Academy for next year when he's in second grade. Although I might try it like midway through the year. I don't know. We'll just see how things are going, if I feel like we have the time for it and everything. But definitely by second grade, I want to start incorporating that. I'm not in a huge rush with it because it's a very different way of doing math, and it's very logic based and everything. And so I think it's fine if you're doing like a lower level. So yeah, I think that we'll probably wait for second grade for Beast Academy. Okay, so finally I decided to end out the video with his like electives, that extracurricular type stuff that he's going to be doing. So he will be doing soccer again this fall semester. He did it for the first time in the spring, so midway through his kindergarten year. Loved it, had a great time, worked really hard, learned a lot. So he is going to continue soccer. And then he'll be continuing chess club. He started chess club for the first time midway through his kindergarten year, and that went really well too. I was honestly pleasantly surprised. So he will be continuing chess club with his brothers and now his little sister. It's like a homeschool chess club group, and it's awesome. It's really, really great. What else? Oh, he wants to try basketball. He has actually asked to do basketball. He's my little guy. I don't know, but he really likes basketball. So my kids like to play all kinds of sports. We have basketballs, we have baseballs, tennis rackets, everything. I really like to encourage that with them. And my husband played baseball in college. He's very sporty. I played tennis, mostly for the tennis clothes, but still, I like sports a lot, and I feel like it's so good for you. So anyway, he is asked to do that. And so since soccer is like in the fall, the league we do runs through the fall, and then there's like a church league that does basketball like in the winter. And so he'll still be able to do both. We wouldn't want to do them at the same time. So it's like soccer ends and basketball will start. What else is he doing? Oh, he's doing piano. He's going to continue piano. He started that at the beginning when he turned 5, so last summer. So he's been doing piano for almost a year. He's already completed 2 recitals. He's doing really great with piano. It started off rough because he is my more, defiant child. But luckily their teacher, she's so amazing. We love her, and, she had been teaching Henry for years. So she pushed through with him, and she makes it fun and silly, and they enjoy it. So he will be continuing his piano lessons. Of course, classical conversations. I'll talk about that in our group subjects. We are in like we're in a homeschool group where we go to like park days. We have like this club where we bring a book to talk about that we're reading, and then they do like some physical activities. So we'll continue that. What else does he do? Is that it for his like extracurriculars? We're not going to do gymnastics again this year. That was just too much. So I think that might be it for my sweet Jack. So, oh, another thing is he's very artistic, but I feel like that has like slowed down recently. Like he was like my artsy kid, and it's kind of slowed down, and I feel like it's honestly my fault because I'm not that artsy, and I feel like I have not like nurtured that side of him, and it makes me really sad. So anyway, if you guys have any ideas for your kids, I'm going to try to do a lot more crafts and stuff. I'm going to try to be better about like planning out our weeks and doing crafts and things related to like our group subjects and all of that. So, but if you guys have any ideas for like little budding artists, I know The Good and the Beautiful has some art stuff as they get older. And so that's one reason why I do like their language arts as well, is I know it has that. So at least he'll be able to do that. But anyway, I feel like I've failed him in that area. So we need to work on that. But anyway, that's it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. That just tells YouTube that you enjoyed my video. They might share it with others or push it out to others. Definitely subscribe if you're new and click the bell to be notified when I post new videos, because I kind of post sporadically, but I'm trying to post more often. Subscribe to my book channel. Right now it may not even have any book videos, maybe all cleaning, but it will eventually be about books. So go subscribe to that if you haven't already. It'll also be like vlog styles if you want to see like vlog style stuff as well. I think I actually have a vlog going up on there soon, just regular vlog. So if you want to see that, and I'll see you next time. Bye.